Greetings, alchemists. Welcome to my portal. I hope you guys are doing amazingly well. Today we are doing an all signs reading. What can you expect in the next 3 months? I'm here with a divine masculine energy.
Hello, my name is Vasily.
Make sure you guys comment if you want to book a personal reading with me. The link is in my bio. Also, if you feel like this reading resonates with you, make sure you guys also donate. If you're in the place to, don't feel obligated. Appreciate you. Let me know how this reading resonates with you. So yeah, we're going down all the signs. What can you expect in the next 3 months?
So we're going to start with Aries. I'm going to pull a card. We have the Five of Hearts. So Aries is generally bold and determined. They thrive on action and leadership. The Five is telling me that you want to maybe change it up, balance the action and leadership with maybe not necessarily being a follower, but listen more. You definitely want to balance the leading with maybe taking others' advice. And the heart is showing me that you want to be very compassionate when it comes to when it comes to your actions. So definitely don't ignore other people's advice, even though Aries are generally very bold and determined.
Yeah, you guys could be stubborn, so try not to be too stubborn-minded within the next 3 months. You have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, so I feel like you're not listening to your emotions, and you may be realizing what is making you emotionally closed off. Maybe you guys have kind of been in zombie mode a little, or you've been just very closed off to your emotions, and over the next 3 months, you're going to be realizing, like, what is it that has made me very hurt? Like, what has hurt me? What has made me closed off? What has made me very, like, a hard shell, like a hard person, someone that is not open and someone that is not vulnerable? Within the next 3 months, there's going to be an opportunity for you guys to, like, be open in your heart chakra, but you may be resistant towards it. So try to get out of that. Like, there's going to be opportunities to reconnect to your soul, and you're going to be realizing, like, how disconnected you actually are.
Now we're going to pull an oracle. We have the take the next step now. So just integrating the last two pulls into this, you definitely want to take all this advice as soon as possible, especially given the fact that in the next 3 months, this reading is for the next 3 months. So don't hesitate to take a balanced approach with your actions in the next 3 months.
All right, we're gonna get a Taurus now. Let's see, Taurus.
So Taurus are going to be definitely grounded and reliable. This earth sign loves comfort. This earth sign loves stability. The Eight of Spades is telling me that you're going to have a lot of, well, the 8 means, the 8 represents luck, the 8 represents fortune. So through your reliableness, through your comfort and stability, in the next 3 months, you might have been building towards something from, maybe the past few years you've been building towards something, and you've been able to keep it because you've been stable. And maybe in the next 3 months, you can reap what you've been sowing. And the Spades is telling me that you should sort of lean in to this potentially newfound wealth. You shouldn't be too scared to step out of your comfort zone, even though Taurus can be very grounded. You definitely want to use everything you've built in your life to extract some value, extract some rewards, pay yourself.
All right, you guys have the Moon card. You could be connecting with a Cancer, but also the next 3 months will be highlighting a lot of your shadow attributes. The next 3 months will be highlighting a lot of the things that you have buried deep within yourself that you haven't addressed. So if you've been avoiding a lot of things, the next 3 months are really going to call you out, basically, in your physical reality, emotionally, within your physical self, or within yourself, and then also in your physical reality, you're basically going to be seeing like everything that you've been avoiding within yourself is going to be coming to the forefront. It's like you can't avoid it anymore. And also your fears are going to show up for you. So the next 3 months are an opportunity for you to see like what am I afraid of and how is my fear holding me back.
Okay. I'm going to pull the oracle. So we are stronger than you know. This sort of resonates with the Eight of Spades because I was saying that you potentially will come upon some fortune. Maybe you've been doing very well in your life, and the luck will all that hard work will finally pay off. And as a Taurus, you might be comfortable in your stability. You might be comfortable in your groundedness. That might be it might be a reliable type of life, but you should realize that you are stronger than you know. You shouldn't be afraid to take that next step, and because it can be very rewarding for you.
Yes. All right, so we're going to get a Gemini.
I have the Seven of Hearts. So 7 really represents spirituality, reflecting on your life. It's a mixed kind of number. It could have good and bad aspects to it. It symbolizes togetherness and the afterlife. So you can sort of see how, on the one hand, it does symbolize being alive, connections, but on the other hand, it does also symbolize the afterlife. Now, when it comes to Gemini, you're going to be adaptable, you're going to be curious, you're going to thrive on variety and connection. So the 7 is showing me that you should really, you're really going to, in the next few months, you're really going to reinforce your connections. You're going to, especially the heart is showing me that you're going to reinforce your connections and build, and the connections that you do have already are going to become stronger. It doesn't seem like you're going to really be very, even though Geminis can be very curious, the 7 of Hearts is showing me that you're gonna more so reinforce the current connections you already have.
Yes. You have the Temperance card in the reverse, so I feel like over the next 3 months you may be realizing what is disharmonious in my life. What connections are disharmonious for me, and then also you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Some of you guys specifically are going to be realizing that you and a Sagittarius are not compatible, or that connection with the Sagittarius needs to end. But also you're realizing like there's a lot of dysfunctional relationships in your life. There's a lot of dysfunction in your life, and you have to choose to let certain things go for your own progression. You're also going to be realizing the ways that you've been like lying to yourself. So over the next 3 months, you may feel like things are going wrong. Like everything is against you, everything is going wrong. But it's also that you can rebalance things, or you can realize like, what have I set myself up for? Have I set myself up for success, or have I set what is English? I don't know. Have I set myself up for success, or have I set myself up for failure? You guys are kind of realizing the ways that you've set yourself up for failure, and it may feel like really hard. It may feel like things are just not going your way, but it's going to benefit you in the long run, because you're going to realize like, okay, this is what I need to let go of in order for me to actually succeed. So there could be a little bit of guilt tripping. Like I feel like for you guys, people are going to be trying to make you feel bad, or people are going to be trying to be like, oh, like, I don't know, like, just know that you have to look out for yourself and don't feel bad about it. You guys could be cutting off family, friends, relationships, connections. You guys also could be in an energy where you're, like, really trying to, like, force something, and you're realizing, like, okay, I can't force this. Like, there's just a lot of energy about you guys realizing that certain relationships aren't actually for you, and it's kind of a hard truth. It's hard to digest, but you have to let yourself realize that these connections aren't actually real. Like, you may actually see people's true face, and it could be kind of shocking. It could be kind of, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, but in the end, you'll, like, be happy for yourself in the long run that you finally saw the truth and that you finally let yourself, like, move on. So you guys are really realizing that a lot of the relationships around you are fake and that you have to cut a lot of people off. But when you do that, it's also going to lead to balanced, harmonious relationships as well. And I feel like for you guys, Taurus, there's a lot of people... Are we in Gemini?
We're on Gemini.
Sorry. For you guys, Gemini, it's like that two-faced energy. It's like, people can accuse Geminis of being two-faced, and that's true. In your shadow aspect, you are two-faced. But I feel like there's two sides of you, and, like, you're realizing, like, who around you is being two-faced, who around you is wearing a mask. So it's going to be kind of hard, it's going to be kind of difficult, it's going to feel unfair, but in the end, you'll be happy for yourself that you have finally let go of the ops in your life.
Moving on to the Oracle, everything that was just said just totally resonates with the leaving card. As I was saying, with the Seven of Hearts, we're gonna see a lot of reflection with the Temperance in the reverse. We're gonna see that maybe you're gonna be noticing things in your life have been going wrong. You're gonna reflect on maybe the not so real relationships in your life. And that really speaks to the variety. It really speaks to the adaptable aspect of a Gemini, that even though things haven't been going so well with connections, you're able to leave these connections behind and adapt. And, the curiosity aspect of Gemini will allow you to foster new connections. And just because you'll be leaving some connections behind doesn't necessarily means that you'll be able to strengthen, the hearts. You'll be able to strengthen the ones you already have. You definitely want to value quality over quantity.
All right, we're going to get a Cancer. Because you guys have Cancer. Just kidding.
So let's see what's in...
It's weird that I can't see the comments. Usually you can, like, see the comments, but whatever. Mm-hmm. All right, Cancer, next 3 months, what can you guys expect?
Maybe if you click...
Yes, whatever. Oh, yeah. Wait, what'd you just click?
That little thing.
Okay, yeah. All right. Cancer, what can you guys expect in the next 3 months?
Now we have the Queen of Hearts. So Cancers are going to be nurturing, which really speaks to the heart I just drew. So, of course, you're going to be leaning into your nurturing aspect, and the Cancers are going to be intuitive as well. So that really just resonates with the card I just pulled, because Queen represents the femininity, which can be very the feminine kind of perspective is always very intuitive. So we also have Cancers being emotionally deep and protective, and again, that really just reinforces the heart and the Queen.
Okay, you guys also have the Nine of Pentacles, so you guys are actually gaining your independence. So you guys are very loving, you're very nurturing, but a lot of people depend on you. Sometimes you have to be independent, okay? A lot of people, like, you can lead a fish to water, but you can't make it swim. That might be the wrong word. Is it horse? I don't know.
Horse.
Yeah, you
horse
can lead
and drink.
a fish to water or a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Although it still makes sense.
Yeah. Either way, it just seems like you guys are taking on a lot of other people's obligations. You guys are doing things for a lot of other people. And over the next 3 months, you could actually be doing that. Or some of you guys will just continue to do that. So you actually have to choose. Like, it's like right now you have to choose. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna continue to, like, sometimes, like, I kind of think of addicts, like, it's sad that sometimes parents, like, sometimes you have to kind of leave an addict, you know, so that they can figure out on their own, and that seems super harsh and terrible. But it's like something like that. Like, some people are addicted to their own suffering, and it's like you're trying to help them. You're trying to give to them. But how much are you draining your own energy by doing that, okay? I feel like you guys, over the next 3 months, you're realizing, like, who is using me to benefit themselves, or more so, not have accountability. It's like other people are looking, like, you're real, like, you feel like you're helping people, but at the same time, you're not holding them accountable. Like, who is depending on me to the point where they're not actually holding themselves accountable, and it's like just feeling very, like, a lot of people depend on you guys, Cancer, and you're realizing, like, you know what, I need to take my energy back so that I don't enable these people to be the worst version of themselves. Okay, but I don't know, just something about that. Basically, over the next 3 months, you're realizing who is relying on me and who is using me. Like, sometimes you do help people, you know, that's a good thing. That's a good thing that you guys have. You guys have a really big heart. But there's some people that are kind of using you for their own benefit, and they don't actually want to improve. So you're kind of realizing the ways that you're being used over the next 3 months, and it's like you're taking your power back, you're claiming your independence, and you're not feeling guilty about that. People may try to shame you, people may try to make you feel guilty, but either way, over the next 3 months, you're claiming your independence either way. And it may feel like you're being harsh. Like, I feel like you guys are really hard on yourselves, so it may feel like you're being harsh, it may feel like you're being, you know, cold-hearted, but overall, you're not. Like, you have to choose yourself. You have to save yourself. Others have to save themselves, you know? You have to realize that other people have to save themselves. You can't save everyone. And maybe that makes you cold-hearted, but it actually doesn't. You can only do so much before others have to choose to save themselves, okay? So over the next 3 months, it's like you're claiming your independence, you're claiming your energy, you're taking your power back, you're taking your energy back, and, you know, others, you just realize, like, others have to save themselves, okay? You have to really take that into consideration. You have to remind yourself of that, because I know it's going to be really hard for you, but others have to save themselves, okay?
Really though, it's even though it's going to be hard, it's maybe harder for the other person when you cut off the toxic or sort of draining connections in your life. It might be hard for the Cancer to do that, and it might be hard for the other person to. And I mean, here we have relationship dynamics. That's like literally what we're talking about. It might be hard for the other person to experience that. You being the Cancer, you've been there for a lot of their life. You've been nurturing to them. You've been just very protective of them. Both of you have emotionally connected, but the other person too needs to learn to be independent. So even though in the moment it will be hard, and even though in the moment the other person that might feel like they're losing you, instead they're actually gaining independence.
Alright, yeah. We're gonna go to Leo. Leo, what can you guys expect in the next 3 months?
Let's see. So Leo's confident. Leo's passionate. It's a fire sign. They love to inspire. They love to lead. So I'm seeing sort of a contrast here with Leo and the nine of diamonds. So nine represents longevity. It represents eternity. 9 is a lucky number, and it basically, Leos are always going to want to be confident, passionate, and as I said, they love to inspire and they love to lead. Though when it comes to doing that, you definitely want to maintain balance. You don't want to overexert yourself. That might lead to burnout. The 9 of diamonds, specifically the diamonds, is showing me that yes, although you might have a intense desire to lead, you definitely want to be smart about it. You don't want to you know, they do say power corrupts, and you don't want to lose yourself in the process. So definitely be smart about how you, not saying you should not lead, or not saying you should not be confident, but you know, confidence can lead to arrogance sometimes. So you really want to slow down, take a step back sometimes, and sort of evaluate everything.
Yeah. And you guys have the Three of Wands as well, so I feel like you guys could be traveling, you could be moving forward. Also, if you've been waiting to like leave something or move out or like just expand your horizons overall, over the next 3 months, you're finally going to have the opportunity. I feel like you guys have been building something over the past year, just in general overall. You've been like working really hard to finally put yourself in this space where you can actually expand your horizons. And it's been more so like that harvest, you know? So now it's like finally time to reap. So you guys are expanding your horizons. Travel, moving forward, moving on, getting out of your comfort zone, experiencing new beginnings.
And we have self-care. Yes, you definitely, yeah, you're going to want to, the Leo with the, really resonates with Three of Wands, and that, what she was saying, that, you know, you really want to, you know, move forward with everything. And again, when it comes to Leo, you are going to be confident. So that's going to be easy for you. It's going to come easy for you. It's a fire sign. It's passionate. You love to inspire. You love to lead. So this is really going to come easy for you. However, as I was saying, you do want to take a step back sometimes. You want to take care of yourself, because leaders lead people around them, and sometimes a leader forgets maybe to look. A leader might sometimes forget to, in the heat of the moment, a leader might sometimes forget to look in the mirror and be like, what do I need?
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go to Virgo. Virgo, what can you guys expect in the next 3 months?
Virgo, they're always going to be analytical, meticulous. It's an earth sign, so you're going to also value organization. You're going to value improvement. So, the number 2 represents balance. Number 2 represents harmony and duality, of course. It's a lucky number. They say that good things come in pairs. So, a Virgo being analytical and meticulous, I feel like Virgos sometimes fall into the trap of, you know, closing themselves off from others. If you're going to be sort of, you've gathered a lot of tools in your life to be able to be, and you're very used to doing things yourself. Virgo's an earth sign, so you're going to be very grounded. You're going to be very organized. So you have Virgos have their own way of doing things. However, the 2, and especially the 2 of Hearts, excuse me, we're gonna want to start over the next few months. We're really gonna want to start to value our relationships more, especially maybe if there's someone in your life that you think is very special. You want to be more. You don't want to really be too meticulous about things. You want to try to sort of let loose, and maybe you want to let loose and be able to allow yourself to rely on others.
Yes. All right. So you guys also have the Four of Wands. So some of you guys could literally be getting married, is what I'm hearing over the next 3 months. But also some of you guys could be meeting your soulmate over the next 3 months. Or there's a lot of significant partnership. There's a lot of significant union. Yeah, there's a sense of union. There's a sense of unity. Both of you guys have 2 wands to offer, so it's like equal give and take. I feel like you guys are meeting. You're either some of you guys are in a harmonious partnership that you guys are ascending to a higher level of commitment, or you're going to be meeting someone where you actually see potential for you guys to build and grow. But overall, there's a sense of harmonious partnerships, harmonious connection. So Yeah, just be open, okay? Be vulnerable. You're gonna struggle with vulnerability. You have to let yourself be vulnerable in order to receive this connection.
And we pulled grief work. So some of you might even be going, some of the Virgos who are watching this might be going through maybe a hard moment. Maybe you might be going through a breakup. Maybe you had the relationship, and now is the time. Maybe you're going through a hardship, because obviously relationships don't always work out. So now, and you might be moving on from from a relationship. So, it's as much as good as it is to as good as it is.
Make sure you guys like the live stream.
Yes.
3 views, 0 likes.
Yes, we want.
This is a lot of energy, and you guys aren't even liking. But yeah, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm basically wrapping it up. Maybe we need to do some grief work because no one's liked this so far. But yeah.
All right, let's go to Libra. Libra, next 3 months. What can you guys expect?
So, Libras are diplomatic. They're an air sign. They go with the flow. They strive for fairness. And this is a really significant pull because the King of Spades, the king, the king's word is the end all be all. So maybe over the coming time, you sort of want Libras are very used to being diplomatic, looking at all sides, balance, being fair, but I want you to start to trust in yourself more, to become more of a leader. Yes, yes, being diplomatic is great. However, sometimes you do have to just really have confidence in your own perspective, and just be a leader. Sometimes you don't want to be diplomatic. Sometimes you want to trust in your.
Hi, Jazz. All Capricorn here. I like. Hey, what's up, OG? We haven't gotten to Capricorn yet, but you'll be there.
Yeah, we're that's coming up. We got right now we're on Libra, and then we're gonna hit Capricorn in 3 more. So, just to wrap up the.
Thank you for liking.
Yes, thank you. Just to wrap it up with this card, Libras do try to be diplomatic, but the spade, especially the King of Spades, is showing me that you definitely want to express more of a confidence in your own voice.
Yes. All right, you guys also have the Temperance card. So I feel like over the next 3 months for Libra, things are balanced, things are harmonious. You're having equal give and take. You're having harmonious relationships. You've worked for this. You deserve this. So the relationships in your life are balanced, harmonious, and it's like you're finding peace. Things are harmonious. Things are peaceful. So let yourself receive peace.
And finally, for Libra, we have healthcare change. This is just telling me that you want there might be some kind of shift in your medical life, in your health life, and just be ready for that. Just lean into it, and don't overthink it. Do what you need to do.
All right, we're gonna get a Scorpio. I love Scorpios. Let's see, Scorpio. What can you guys expect over the next 3 months?
My mother's a Scorpio.
Your mom.
Your mom's.
Maybe you guys have a toxic mother.
Who doesn't?
Right?
Shout out
you
to
guys
all
are
the.
feeling your divine feminine energy over the next 3 months.
All right, we're pulling the king. So Scorpio being a water sign, they thrive on depth and rebirth. This is going to be anybody who's a Scorpio will always be transforming themselves. They'll always have intensity in their life, and the King of Hearts is telling me that you want to definitely the intensity and transformation over the next 3 months. The King is telling me that yes, you're gonna want to embrace those aspects of your life. However, with the Hearts, you also want to have room in your heart for relationships and connections. So you don't want to. Scorpios might, be very intense. They might be quick to throw away, relationships. But with the Hearts, it's telling me, sometimes give those relationships a chance. Scorpios have a desire to transform themselves, as I was saying, and always, be reborn. But sometimes it's good to do that for most things. But if you found something good in your life, you should hang on to it.
Yeah. I was hearing read between the lines, so some of you guys that's relevant. If this is specific only for certain Scorpios, something about read between the lines. If you guys are in some sort of weird spiritual warfare, whatever, read between the lines. But overall, you are moving into calmer waters and things are more peaceful for you. So just let things be what they are. You guys can overanalyze. You guys can be very over analytical, a little bit dramatic. Just let things be what they are. Okay, you guys are moving into calmer waters and things aren't as complex as they usually are. Okay, so I feel like you guys, maybe some of you guys have really been deep in spiritual warfare, but overall it's things are calming down. You deserve peace, but also you can't take everyone with you. Okay, so that's what you're realizing over the next few months. It's time for me to move into peace, move into calmer waters, but just remember you can't take everyone with you.
Yeah, so the can't take everything with you aspect, yes. Scorpio does that best because, again, they're very used to transformation. They're very used to rebirth. However, moving into calmer waters, you're going to want to, take a chance to step back and, you don't have to necessarily always be so intense about everything. And a religion and spirituality can maybe, help you and guide you through something a Scorpio would not be too used to.
All right, we're going to get a Sagittarius. What can you guys expect over the next 3 months? Let's see.
So, Sagittarius, adventurous. Sagittarius are always gonna be adventurous, optimistic. You're a fire sign, so that just resonates with being a lover of adventure. And what we're seeing for Sag over the next 3 months. Okay, so the Ace. The Ace represents infinite potential. It's neutrality. It's like a seed, and the Club. The Club really emphasizes to be, adventurous, and with the clubs, you're gonna it represents luck, and when you're gonna want, and the Ace, since that represents neutrality, you're gonna be seeking, since Sagittarius naturally seek freedom and truth. I think the Ace which represents neutrality, is really going to resonate with the freedom and truth aspect.
Yeah, you guys also have the Seven of Wands, so I feel like you guys are going to be standing your ground, protecting your energy. I heard, like, build a fort, so some of you guys could literally be, like, building your own home, or creating, like, your temple, or, like, building a house, or buying a house. Some of you guys, you're going to have the opportunity to buy a home, or you're going to be, like, building your home, or something like that. Literally, some of you guys, like, built something from the ground up. Like, I built the ship brick by brick. Yeah, you guys are building something for yourselves and you're protecting that. And nothing will stand in your way, okay? As long as you guys are protective of your energy, nothing can take away from you. Maybe in the recent past, it's felt like things or people have been trying to take from you. Nothing can stop you or nothing can take from you. You're standing your ground, you're protecting your energy, and you're building the home that you deserve for yourself.
Yeah, and once you have that home, you could really... Yeah, so, I mean, we have finances right here. So, yeah, you might be buying a new home, you might be refinancing, and, yeah, don't be afraid. You've been doing really well, and just keep at it. Keep at it these next few months.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go to Capricorn. I think we're in Capricorn season, if not Aquarius season. But let's see, Capricorn, what can you guys expect over the next 3 months?
So our Capricorns are ambitious and disciplined. And Capricorns generally value long-term success. And the number 8 is great because the number 8 literally resonates with that aspect of success, because 8 symbolizes wealth, 8 symbolizes prosperity. And really, these next few months, you're going to be... Don't keep on doing what you're doing. You know, if you're working a job and you have projects coming up, just try to finish those projects. You know, put all the energy into those projects that you usually do. You know, you're already doing well. Just follow through. And because being a Capricorn, you're already disciplined. You know, I believe in you, and you're gonna do well, and all your hard work is gonna pay off.
Yes. Alright, so you have the World in reverse. All of your hard work is going to pay off, so you guys have been feeling kind of stuck in cycles. You've been feeling stuck overall. Overall, over the next 3 months, you're going to be proud of yourself because finally the cycles that you've been stuck in, your own hard work, your own effort, your own energy is what gets you out of something. But also with the World in the reverse, there may be some cycles that you guys are being oblivious to, or you're not being truthful to yourself. You're trying to convince yourself that something is meant for you when it actually isn't. Like, just be aware over the next 3 months, it's going to be revealed to you what cycles am I keeping myself stuck in, you know, when I don't actually need to. Okay, so yeah, but overall you're breaking through the cycles, but at the same time you have to realize what those entrapments actually are, and you're freeing yourself, you're liberating yourself overall through your own hard work, effort, and energy.
And that's going to come very naturally for a Capricorn because they're ambitious, they value long-term success, so they're not going to let anything get in their way of that. And again, you're just going to be moving on from you're going to some of these, we pulled the moving card, so some of these cycles that you have been trapped in, yeah, you want to avoid continuing them. However, some of them will have been beneficial to you because you have been practicing, and practicing makes perfect, and that will pay off.
Yes. Alright, so we're going to Aquarius, which is my favorite sign, and I'm biased because I am an Aquarius. So let's see, what can you guys expect over the next 3 months? What's going to happen?
Alright, we have the 9 of Hearts. Aquarius are visionaries. Aquarius are unconventional. They're forward-thinking, and they're very individualistic. 9 represents longevity. 9 represents eternity. Again, 9 is a very lucky number, but Nine emphasizes the foreverness, the longevity. So that really, so over the next few months, we're going to see, you know, you're already a visionary as an Aquarius, so you can see far into the future. So really, you know, use your unconventional ways to find new ways of living life. You know, depending on what your career is, you know, you can really outshine the competition. Yep.
All right, Aquarius, you guys get the Five of Pentacles. So what's over in the next 3 months? Hardship and poverty. No, I'm just kidding. But overall,
well,
I feel like you guys, yeah, it is showing. The Five of Pentacles talks about poverty and feeling left out in the cold. But overall, it's like you guys may face a lot of hardship, but it's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you realize that you don't need anything outside of yourself besides yourself. So you guys, you're gonna have less, but it's gonna realize that you actually have more. It's like you're gonna have less before you have more, because it's kind of a humble thing, you know? You gotta be a little bit humble before you get to the top. So overall, over the next 3 months, maybe you'll face some hardship, maybe it'll humble you a little, but it's all for the greater benefit, because in the end, you're gonna get everything that you desire, everything that you want. But it's like you have to kind of face this to realize that home is within myself. All that I need is me, and there's nothing outside that is actually going to fulfill me. So it's like you're fighting that fulfillment within yourself. And in some ways, some of you guys are going to have to kind of force or be forced. I don't like the word forced, but some of you guys are going to be like kind of, you're going to see that. You're going to see that all you need is yourself. And it may feel like, oh, why is everything going wrong? Or why am I facing so much hardship? And it's so that you can realize that really all you needed was yourself all along. So trust the process, basically, because if you got everything right away, you wouldn't be humble enough to receive it, and you would be too big-headed, or you would be too cocky, or whatever the case is. You know, I don't like when people say humble yourself, because usually when someone says, if someone says humble yourself to you, cut them off, okay? Immediately. If someone tries to make you feel like you're conceited or that you need to humble yourself, cut them off immediately. Over the next 3 months, it's really going to reveal to you who are the fakes in your life, who was trying to keep you at a low vibration, you know? Over the next 3 months, you're going to see that. You're going to see who is trying to keep me at a low vibration, who is trying to keep me at the lower aspect of yourself. Cut those people off. But outside of that, you may feel like, okay, the universe is humbling me, but it's because you're going to receive a lot in your life in the future. But you need to realize that all you need is you before you actually receive that, okay? So there may be like detachment that is relevant, or there may be just a sense of you don't actually need things, material things. It's about you. It's about you. Abundance is within you. You create your abundance. So I feel like a lot of you guys, like, it may feel like you're being left out in the cold, but it's because you're realizing like a lot of the things around you are fake, or like you don't actually need the things around you. Like a lot of you guys, maybe like all that glitters isn't gold. I think I said that in like a different reading for this sign, but it's like you're realizing material items aren't actually as fulfilling as you thought. So some of you guys are losing your material items. But in the end, it's going to make you realize that you didn't actually need those like shiny objects to actually be fulfilled. All you really needed was yourself. And then you're going to generate, and then you're going to create from that instead.
Yeah, the poverty, the hardship, it's just natural with an Aquarius, because you are a visionary. So if everybody knew the answer, then it wouldn't be, it would just be obvious, and no one would be unique. The whole point of being a visionary is you're the one with the unique answer. You're the one that pushes the world forward. So yeah, that's going to be lonely. That's you know, and might not pay off immediately, you know. A lot of rich people, they grew up in poverty, and yeah, it's going to be hard. The top is lonely. Even getting to the top is lonely, because you're just so different from everybody else. But you are the forward thinker. It will pay off. And I mean, I have the sentimental feelings right here. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of sentimental feelings about maybe the people you might lose, because you're so individualistic. Even though you might have the right answer, it's going to be hard, because everybody's going to try to pull you down, and it's going to be very sentimental, because you might have to cut some ties, because you, at the end of the day, you only have yourself, and even if other people don't see your vision, if you stay true to it, and if you're confident and you're sure it will pay off, and I'm sure it will, it's sometimes there's not much room in the train to success.
Yes. And what he just said about, like, some people won't see your vision, that's so true. Like, some of you guys maybe will be seeking outside validation, but there's one quote that I think of. It's like, no one will see your vision except for you because it's meant for you. If you're trying, like, don't seek too much outside validation because it may start to bring unnecessary doubt into your vision. But yeah, like, no one will see your vision because it's your vision. Others won't see it because it's yours to see. All right, so we're gonna go to Pisces.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Pisces, and I think I saw in the comments that what was it? It was that someone commented that they always learn their lessons the hard way. And yeah, I mean, honestly, those are the best lessons, because nothing comes easy in life. If you learn it the hard way, that is when it will stick, and that's how you learn. You don't want everything to be easy in life, because life isn't easy. Life is a journey, and life is hard, but the hardship will pay off.
All right, Pisces, what can you expect in the next 3 months?
All right, so let's see. For Pisces, they're empathetic, they're dreamy, because they're a water sign, they're going to be very creative and spiritually connected. Now with the 3, I'm really seeing a connection with the 3 and spirituality, because 3 represents creativity. It represents, it's also a lucky number. It represents growth. So it's a really good combination. I see great things for Pisces in the next 3 months, because you're not only are you going to be creative, 3 also represents growth. So what's better than being creative and growing, And the diamonds, the diamonds just tells me that, yes, since you are naturally dreamy, maybe you want to rein it in a bit, You don't want to be too aloof. I think the diamonds represents, like, cunningness. You sort of want to be, it's okay to dream, but sometimes you got to put actions to your dreams.
Yes. All right, you guys have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, so I feel like you guys have been betrayed a lot in your life, and you expect the worst case scenario. Over the next 3 months, expect the best case scenario. There's not going to be any betrayal. There's not going to be any backstabbing. There's no one that's trying to hurt you or harm you. Over the next 3 months, you're actually going to receive the opposite. So can you let yourself actually understand that, or will your own imagination lead to you being too paranoid, or that's maybe not the right word, but just being too, like, I don't know, just be aware. Over the next 3 months, like, there's no more backstabbing, there's no more betrayal, and whoever's betrayed you in the past, those are being revealed. So if you feel like you've been unnecessarily or unfairly, like, if you've been wronged, over the next 3 months, there's a sense of justice.
Yeah, and I know Pisces definitely crave justice, because not everybody is too. Pisces are very empathetic, and we don't really live in a very empathetic world. So Pisces will always feel like they're giving their energy but never getting anything back. So. And yeah, we have keep the faith. So really, you just wanna don't
lean into your optimism rather than your pessimism.
Yeah, exactly. Lean into your optimism. Don't give up. I mean, keeping the faith just comes naturally for Pisces. Don't give up. Yes, I know I said you want to be more selective about your dreams, but then again, Pisces, you won't definitely stay in tune with your creative and spiritual side. Just because you want a million things just because you want like 100, 1,000, or a million things to happen, and only like 10% of them are happening, that's not a bad thing. It's the Pisces. They're gonna be very. It's okay to find the good things in life. Like, you're gonna have a lot of dreams, but sometimes you have to hone in. And yeah, just don't give up.
Yes. All right, you guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let us know how this reading resonates with you. Much, much love. Namaste.
Thank you to our viewers.